Hey guys, so as you know, Bannerlord has been out for about 2 weeks, and I've already managed to get 123 hours on it. Yeah, so I can stop anytime I want. I just don't want to. But overall, I really like the game, but it does have some things that I really hate about it. Now, here are 5 things that I wish were different or I wish they were not in the game at all. Alright, now the first thing that really drives me crazy in this game is the fact that my prisoners, for some reason, somehow, always manage to escape. So, I used to keep them where all the other prisoners were, and they were escaping like every day somebody would escape. Next, I thought, well, I'll just put them in the dungeon. I had about 10 of them. 5 days later, there's only 2 left. Now it just drives me crazy because I'm currently in a war and they just keep coming and coming and coming, and I am constantly forced to fight them. Whenever I manage to defeat them, take them as prisoners. Next thing you know, they manage to escape in 2-3 days, and they're back with an army. Somehow, they manage to get an army in a day or two, and I have to fight them over again. Now, the next thing that also drives me crazy, probably even more than the prisoners escaping, would be the fact that my cities, for some reason, are always starving. As you can see here, negative 29 food. And that's mostly because of the prosperity of my city, which makes no sense. So the better your city is doing, the more food it consumes, but it doesn't increase the amount of food you're producing. So it's really crazy because as you can see over here, I got a small garrison. It's only 53 troops. Only 53, and tomorrow it's going to be down to 50. That's because everybody's starving. The only way to really increase this would be to go over here. No, not to go trade and to sell all my grain to them. And within a couple of days, that should boost it a little bit. So basically, I have to hand feed it to them because somehow an entire village, an entire city surrounded by 1, 2, 3 villages is starving. And that happens even when I'm not at war with somebody. I just constantly there's a lack of food. Now the enemy cities, they have 6, sometimes 700 defenders. Now I have no idea how they manage to feed them, but I am struggling to feed 300 over here. And look at that. Every day 5 militia and 3 garrison is gonna leave because they don't have enough food. Now the villages, there's 3 of them, and I know it looks like it's been raided, but it hasn't. So why, oh why are they starving? Why is prosperity negatively affecting the food stock? And why are the villages not bringing enough food for one city? Uh, I tried upgrading the granary or the this thing. I have irrigation on constantly. That doesn't help much at all. Yeah, as you can see, granary is now it's level 3 and somehow that's still not helping. So I have no idea what's going on. Why are all my cities, same thing with this one, with this city, starving as well, and I only got like 60 garrison over there. And somehow I'm supposed to defend a city with only 60 garrison. I've already increased my party size up to 293 because I can't garrison any of my troops. They're gonna leave. Oh, look at the camel rider. But this is the one thing that just makes no sense to me. So the only way to deal with this that I know is to go around from one village to another, buy food, and just give it to them. And even that would be enough for a couple of days, and they'll be back to starving me. Alright, so now the third thing that just makes me so angry about this game, and I know they're probably gonna fix this later, but for some reason I assume that in a game where war is the main focus, they'll give you a chance to propose peace, as you see right here. For some reason right now this is not an option, and I have to go to the person I'm at war with, give them half my money, just so that they would stop attacking, even if they're losing. Alright, now this one it's not too bad, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix this later. But something that kind of makes me really angry right now is the fact that there's a complete lack of any unique or special weapons or armor or anything like that. Every shop is basically the same. There's only one good bow in the game. There's only one crossbow in the game. There's barely any armor, barely any two-handed weapons, and it just drives me crazy because in Warband there was a lot more armor to pick from. And there was masterwork, legendary, lordly, all that stuff. Here, there's none of that. I really think they're gonna add to that or fix it, or maybe make it so that you could smith it yourself. But right now, even if you got the smithing level, you can't smith any masterwork, legendary, not even a fine weapon. Last thing that kinda drives me crazy in this game so far is the fact that executing some of your prisoners can negatively affect your relationship with basically everyone in the entire kingdom. Now, I expected that it would negatively affect your relationship with the enemy, that makes sense. But for some reason, whenever I execute an enemy, oftentimes it actually has a negative effect on my relationship with the people I'm in the same empire in. I don't know if Calradia is like Alabama where everybody is related, but if I execute an enemy, some of the people in my kingdom end up really angry at me. And I thought this was war, where people are expected to die and stuff. And my own teammates get mad when I execute a lord. But what am I supposed to do if every time I put them in the dungeon they escape, they come back with an army, and I have to take back my city that they just took over? It's ridiculous, and I can't upgrade my garrison because it requires too much food, and for some reason the villages are not producing enough food, and the prosperity is negatively affecting the entire city. And all of a sudden, the whole city just can't feed itself, and it just drives me crazy because basically stuck with a tiny garrison, can't execute your enemies or else everybody's gonna hate you, and you constantly have to go looking for food to feed all your citizens. Anyways, well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my little rant. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something that makes you mad, that pisses you off as much as this does. and let me know what you think about the game. I know it's been out for about 2 weeks or so, and let me know if you like it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.